All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our generative AI course, and we're still working on our Gemini module. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, tonight we did add a little bit more code, and we did take some more notes. So let's take it from the top and do some light reading, and then I'll show you exactly what we did and implement it. So the last thing we did last night is we created this .env.txt file that's going to hold our API key. So let's move on from there. So once that is done, we can move on. This is the code that the instructor is running in his Colab notebook. You see here we have the two imports, pathlib, text wrap. Then we have another import Google.generative AI as Gen AI. I already told you we needed to import that one. And then this is going to be used to securely store our API key. We're going to use from Google Colab. We're going to input user data, and then we're going to put our API key here. I already put it over in the Google Colab, so I'll show you that when we get there. Then we have the from I Python.display. We're going to import display, and then we're going to do the same thing and import down or markdown. Then we will use this code inside our Colab notebook to help us modify our text. This code will convert our text into markdown, and this is the one I showed you yesterday. Define to markdown text. That's that right there. Now, note, we commented out this piece of code in our Colab because we are going to use our own variable to store our API key in. This is the code we commented out. I'll show you that once we get to our Colab notebook. And that's pretty much it. We didn't do too much more note taking and code writing tonight. I'll show you this in a second why we needed to configure our. I can read that to you now right now. But since we'll be using this piece of code, the gen AI.configure API key equals Google underscore API underscore key. We need to configure our API key, and this is how we will do that. So we're going to configure this. The gen AI.configure API underscore key equals key. So we're going to get this from this. So we're going to chop all this off and just equal that to key, and I'll show you why right now. So you can see here in our env.text, we have our Google API key, and then we have our API key there. And we're going to make this smaller, and I can actually show you the notebook that we're working in now. I actually had to make a copy of the notebook because I couldn't make any changes inside of the original Quick Start notebook. So this is a copy of the Quick Start notebook that we're working in now. As you can see, this is the code that I originally have. It's nothing like the code that I showed you from the instructor. Let me show you really quickly again. This is the code that he has on his screen in his Colab notebook. And this is the code that we have. You can see there's a lot. It looks like there's a lot missing. Maybe we won't need everything. I don't know. We'll see. But I did bring over my API key. You can see this is it here. And key equals the API. Sorry about that. Key equals the API key. So we commented out the Google API key equals user data. And we're going to use the gen AI.configure API underscore key equals key. That's basically what we did for the night. I don't want to move too far ahead with this Gemini because it's new to me. Like I said, I've never worked on Gemini before, so it's all new to me. So I want to make sure that I'm getting a good comprehension of what we're doing moving forward. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. Now, for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.